moment Commander Arkella stepped into the human embassy on Virex 9, she felt the heat. Not atmospheric heat, emotional heat. Humans talked loudly, laughed loudly, hugged randomly, and moved with a confusing mix of chaos and confidence that made her antenna twitch in alarm. They were warm-blooded, unpredictable, and, according to her academy lectures, biologically reckless. But she had a mission. Understand the species before her empire decided how to integrate them. Her guide was already waiting in the meeting hall. A tall, broad-shouldered human male with short black hair and a smile too relaxed for any professional setting. He extended his hand. "Hey, I'm Specialist Jordan Hale. Welcome to the human sector." Arkella stared at the hand. "Is this an attack gesture?" Jordan laughed. No, a greeting. Just shake." She cautiously wrapped 3 of her fingers around his hand. He shook vigorously. She almost yelped. "These creatures are insane," she thought. He motioned toward the lounge. "Let's sit. I'll answer anything you want about human biology, culture, whatever your diplomatic packet needs." Arkella sat, tapping her data tablet. "Specialist Hale, my empire is preparing the interspecies compatibility charter. Your species is biologically unusual." "Thanks, I think." "No, not praise," she said quickly. "Confusion." He chuckled. Arkella brought up the file. "According to interstellar medical data, your reproductive organs, specifically the male external one, should not endure the frequency of mating your species engages in. Yet your records show humans mate year-round. No seasons, no cool-down cycles, no structural breaks." Jordan blinked. "Oh, you're talking about that?" "Yes." "Your tool." She read off the translated term. "Your external reproductive implement. How does it not detach?" Jordan burst into laughter so hard he had to hold his stomach. "Detach? Gods no. Who told you that?" "Our biologists predicted regular structural failure." He laughed harder. Arkella frowned. "Please focus. My people need to understand. The Virexi mate only twice a year. Our anatomy would disintegrate otherwise." Jordan wiped tears from his eyes. "Humans aren't built like that." "I can see that," she muttered. "You survive falls from cliffs, exposure to poison plants, bone fractures, sometimes even dismemberment. But mating endurance? That defies logic." Jordan leaned back smirking. "Well, Commander, I can explain, but it's a long story. I have time. 1,500 human words, approximately." Jordan snorted. "Great. Sit tight." 1. Human reputation trouble. Jordan tapped the metal table. "So here's the thing. Humans evolved in a very competitive environment. Predators, climate swings, diseases, you name it. The fact that we reproduce anytime, anywhere." Arkella raised a brow ridge. "Anywhere?" Jordan coughed. "Cultural limits apply, usually." "So biology first," she said quickly. "Explain your resilient system." He nodded. "It's all about regenerative tissues, strong circulation, and layered biological safeguards." She typed rapidly. "Safeguards to avoid breakage?" "Exactly." She stared. "Why are you smiling?" "Because you're asking me with a straight face why my junk doesn't snap off." "I do not understand your slang." "Good. Keep it that way." A dangerous demonstration. Before Arkella could ask another question, a small service drone zicked by. Jordan grabbed the floating drink from its tray, took a sip, and continued. "Our biology is durable, but more importantly, we have adaptability." Arkella's antennae perked. "Adaptability?" Jordan nodded. Give a human 2 weeks and we grow muscles. Expose us to cold, we get used to it. Heat, we sweat. Low oxygen, we acclimate. Our reproductive system, same story. You adapt during mating cycles? He shrugged. If needed. Arkella's translator beeped with a giant red exception warning. That sentence created 7 biological paradoxes. He laughed. Yeah, we confuse most aliens. Your species is banned on 3 worlds because you accidentally started their breeding seasons, she said. Not my fault, we're inspiring. Inspiring disasters, he grinned. The report that broke the empire. Arkella pulled up a hollow document titled Biology Crisis, Human Endurance Risk Factor. This, she said, pointing to the hollow, is my species' official concern. How can humans mate 365 days a year without catastrophic injury? Jordan held back another laugh. You mean the council actually wrote that? Word for word. Highlighted. That explains the diplomatic delay. Half the Empress's medical council thinks you are either cybernetic, magical, or suicidal. Jordan shrugged. Kind of none of the above. Arkella leaned forward. So how does it work? 4. Necessary human biology lesson. Jordan cleared his throat, putting on his best teacher voice. All right. Male human reproductive tissue has 3 special adaptations. Elastic microfibers prevents tearing. Vascular refilling system, instant repairs and reinforcement. Self-regulated pressure limiters prevents overload. Arkella stared at him like he had revealed a forbidden weapon. No wonder your species survived extinction threats, she whispered. Jordan laughed. You're looking at us like we're bombs. Biologically, you are bombs. The accidental field experiment. Just then, an alarm blared. Jordan groaned. Already, I thought repairs were done. Arkella stood. What is happening? A human engineer ran in. Cooling conduit breach in Sector 3. Pressure buildup. Arkella panicked. That will rupture the station. Jordan cracked his knuckles. I'll fix it. Without tools? She asked. He pointed at himself. I am the tool. Arkella thought about the previous conversation. I hope not the reproductive one. He winked. Different tool. Stronger. He ran off. 6. Humans and heat. Another nightmare revelation. They reached Sector 3. Steam filled the room, glowing orange under emergency lights. Arkella froze. This environment is lethal. The temperature is too high. Jordan ripped off his jacket. Ha, this is just sauna level. So your mating ability is not the only endurance trait, she muttered, dizzy with disbelief. Exactly. Humans are built stupid tough. He grabbed the valve wheel. It wouldn't budge. Arkella reached for her comm. We need a mech unit. No time. Jordan inhaled deeply and twisted. The wheel snapped into motion. The entire pressure system stabilized. Arkella's jaw dropped. You applied enough force to bend alloy steel. He shrugged. Human stubbornness. Strongest material known. Diplomacy shifts. Hard. Back in the lounge, Arkella stared at him as though observing a dangerous god. So your species can survive extreme heat, withstand biological stress, regenerate tissue, and mate without seasonal limits or structural failure. Jordan sipped his drink. Yeah, not bad, right? She sighed. I now understand why several alien species want humans as breeding partners. Jordan choked. What? It is in the multi-species forums. Humans are considered premium mates. Oh, good grief. Arkella tapped a final note. My report must be thorough. Meaning? I must observe your endurance personally. Jordan froze. Clarify. I need to watch you engage in mild biological stress exercises. Oh, thank God, he muttered. I thought you meant something else. She blinked. Why would you assume mating? P.S. Because, Commander, you really need to work on your phrasing. Excerpt. Arkella finished writing her 1,500-word report that evening. Excerpt from Commander Arkella's official report, number 229F. Humans possess unparalleled biological durability. Strong. Their reproductive anatomy includes multiple adaptive systems, preventing structural damage during frequent mating. Humans require no seasonal rest cycles, no hormonal alignment periods, and no tissue cool-down phases. Their tool is unlikely to break. In addition, humans demonstrate absurd resistance to heat, stress, pressure, and chaotic environments. Conclusion: humans are not dangerous because they fight. They are dangerous because nothing seems to break them, physically or biologically. Arkella sent the report to the Imperial Council. 10 minutes later, she received 50 urgent messages from various officials. The Empress herself wrote, "Commander Arkella, under no circumstances are you to mate with the human. Your safety is important to us." Arkella screamed in frustration. Jordan poked his head in. "You good?" "No, your species causes administrative chaos." He grinned. "We're good at that." 9. A very human proposal. A week later, the Empire approved diplomatic relations. As Arkella prepared to depart, Jordan walked her to the shuttle. "So, Commander," he said, "did I answer everything for your report?" She nodded. "Yes, though I will never forget your species' resilience." He laughed. Just before boarding, she paused. "Specialist Hale." "Yes?" "If the next report requires further biological study, may I request you again?" Jordan raised a brow. "That sounds like flirting." "I do not flirt." "That," he pointed, "is exactly what flirting sounds like." Arkella opened her mouth, then closed it. "Humans are confusing." "Not denying that." She stepped onto the ramp. "Until next time, Jordan Hale, may your species remain structurally intact." Jordan grinned. "We usually do." And somewhere across the galaxy, Arkella's report went viral. Every Federation scientist who read it had the same reaction. How are humans real? And the humans? They just laughed. Because for them, it was Tuesday.